in welcoming the Hillcrest High School class of 2019. Please allow senior band members to join the band and remain standing for the presentation of colors, Pledge of Allegiance, and Star Spangled Banner. May I please have the senior class officers come up to the podium for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, one and indivisible.
And justice for all.
And now the presentation of colors by the Hillcrest JROTC. You may now be seated. Please welcome to the podium Senior Class Vice President Sadie Kante.
Please welcome Hillcrest Principal Mr. Joseph Sotella and Hillcrest teacher Ms. Katrina Sotomayor.
Statement of decorum. Your graduate has asked that you treat this exercise with the utmost respect. Every graduate deserves to hear his or her name announced. Please refrain from using any noisemakers, horns, bells, or any other distractors, which are not conducive to maintaining the dignity and grandeur of this event. We ask that you hold your applause and congratulatory yells until after all names have been called, so that the next name can be clearly heard. Your assistance will help provide the very best graduation for each student. Thank you in advance for your cooperation to ensure a dignified graduation ceremony.
Declaración del decoro. A su estudiante le gustaría que muestre sumo respeto ante esta ceremonia. Cada estudiante que se gradúa merece escuchar su nombre. Por favor, absténgase de utilizar matracas, bocinas, campanas, gritos y cualquier otra distracción que no sea propia para mantener la dignidad y la magnificencia de este evento. Le pedimos que exprese sus aplausos y aclamaciones de felicitación después de que se hayan mencionado todos los nombres de los estudiantes. De esa manera se escuchará claramente el nombre del estudiante que sigue. El mantener el decoro nos ayudará a proporcionar una mejor ceremonia de graduación para su estudiante. Le agradecemos de antemano su cooperación en la solemnidad de la ceremonia de graduación. Gracias.
Welcome to the class of 2019 commencement exercises for Hillcrest High School. I am Mr. Joseph Sotelo, principal at Hillcrest High School. I am honored to share this very important and distinguished event. I would like to thank and introduce a few of our special guests seated on the platform today. Our Board of Trustee member, Dustin Marshall. Jolie Healy, Deputy Chief. And our Executive Director, Melody Pascal. Also, I'd like to take a moment to introduce a few special students featured in today's commencement. First is Arham Ali, Janeth Mendoza, Esther Kennedy, Senior Class President, Sadie Conte, Senior Class Vice President, Litzy Martinez, Senior Class Secretary, and Toyel Acker, Senior Class Treasurer. Our announcers for today will be teachers Ms. Karina Sotomayor and Ms. Juliet Thurl. Class of 2019, I stand here in great admiration of your many accomplishments that have paved your way for today's ceremony. Some of your paths have had ups and downs, sharp turns, bumps in the road, and many of you have had few pit stops. But I stand here in admiration because none of you have endured a dead end. Maybe a roadblock or two, but your attendance today clearly states it was not a dead end. Before the ceremony ends, we will have thanked parents, teachers, and friends for their undying support, and they deserve every applause. But in my final address to you, as your principal, I want to say thank you. I say thank you because it's been an honor to work shoulder to shoulder with you. From the water balloon crossover occurrence 4 years ago, to the incident in Franklin Stadium last August, and finally prom. These events translate into the words battle-tested, resilient, and classy. You have all made my first year a remarkable one. Class of 2019, I will never forget you. I love you and thank you. At this time, please welcome to the podium your Senior Class President, Esther Kennedy, for a year in review.
Good afternoon, students, friends, family, and honored guests. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone that came out here today to celebrate the end of our high school era and the beginning of the rest of our lives. At the beginning of the senior year, we all envisioned a great 9-month experience full of spirit and unity. After attending a leadership camp mid-August with some student council members, we were sure that the school year would go exactly as we planned it. As you all know, that was definitely not the case. Slowly, the reality of our senior year began to sink in. The famous quote, "Senior year is the easiest and the most fun," was starting to make less sense. All of a sudden, we were drowning in work, failing classes such as pre-cal and economics, writing lengthy college application essays daily, and much more. I couldn't relate to many of the academic struggles since I only had one core class all year, but it always seemed as the world around me was literally crumbling. We cried in classrooms out of frustration and even slept in the library from the lack of energy. While we did hit many obstacles along the way, we also accomplished great things, and wonderful memories came out of them. We had our Friday night lights, soccer enthusiasm, game night, painting the bleachers and then fixing them, prom, and the senior prank. No matter how hard we thought our lives kept getting, we still always made the best of it. What I experienced at Hillcrest definitely changed my life for the better. I was able to grow as an artist and work with so many directors and professionals from all over, which is what I cherish the most. I didn't know the true meaning of theater until I stepped foot on the Hillcrest stage. Theater is not the only thing that strengthened my characteristics throughout the 4 years. Serving as class president for the past 2 years has allowed me to grow closer to a lot of you, and I've grown to have this moral responsibility of wanting to take care of you guys and making sure that you're where you want to be after leaving Hillcrest. This school year has been incredibly tough for a lot of us. I came in thinking that I was going to have so much free time since I'd done my core classes in the summer, but it turned out to be one of the most stressful and dramatic school years of my life. My whole life I felt like I was doing things for other people, and I finally decided this year to take time and do things for myself, which is really hard to do when you're class president, a leader in the theater department, an older sister, and a full-time employee. There were so many times when people around me, people that I thought of as mentors even, doubted me on almost everything. I was embarrassed of the person that they saw me as. It became so hard to keep going at times, but I didn't want them to see me as weak. I would literally cry in the college corner almost daily at the littlest inconveniences because I was holding on so much emotion from other problems. This is the day that we've all been waiting for since senior retreat, and it seems like it was always so far because the devil was working hard on all of us. And we know what those struggles were, but we are here today, and we get to show that off to everyone, even those who preyed on our downfall. I look at all of us today, and I look at my friends, and my heart is just filled with joy because we're all about to do amazing things. Thank you for choosing me as your class president, and congratulations on surviving 4 years of high school.
At this time, I would like to introduce a person who will graduate as a salutatorian and will be attending the University of Pennsylvania this fall. She is a true leader at Hillcrest. Here is a list of just a few of her accomplishments. She was awarded grants and scholarships totaling more than $2.2 million, a Dallas ISD scholar, and a National Honor Society member. She is one of 7 Dallas ISD students that earned the Bill Gates Scholarship, which is one of the nation's most prestigious scholarships. Please welcome your class of 2019 salutatorian, Jeanette Mendoza.
Good afternoon to everyone that is accompanying us today. I would like to thank all of you, from teachers to friends and family, for making today possible. You have all greatly impacted the development of the students who will graduate this fine 1st of June. Hillcrest Class of 2019, congratulations, we did it. It is with great honor and humility that I stand before you guys and encourage your lives to follow a path of ambition. If it weren't for ambition, you would not be sitting here longing for the words out of my mouth to cease, as that would mean your diploma is one more second closer. Class of 2019, if Hillcrest has taught you anything, it has been flexibility and persistence. Although the days we have walked the halls of Hillcrest may seem lackluster, let us remember the many times Hillcrest tested our adaptability and patience. From the lack of AC and monotonous sounds of construction by our windows, with jubilance we triumphed Hillcrest. Despite how uncomfortable the atmosphere often was, we cannot forget the many wonderful memories we formed in the former and current halls of our school. We made friends, we rallied, we laughed, we cried, we lived. Hillcrest holds our youth. It has seen us at our worst, but also holds our bests. Each person here at Hillcrest has a different story. Each story has its own set of downfalls and joys. We are not here to put anyone's story on a pedestal or belittle another's, rather to celebrate the fact that every individual in this room has mustered the strength to make it this far. And now that you have made it to the end, it's time to set new goals, bigger goals, and with a Hillcrest-style tenacity, fight for them. Today is just the beginning of a grand future. The world is ours to take, explore, and conquer. Our voices have never been louder and stronger than at this time. But I also want to remind you to cherish the small moments that make up today. I was recently watching, for perhaps the 4th or 5th time, my favorite show, The Office, and came across a quote that I think fits perfectly with today's theme. Andy Bernard says, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." The moving nature of this line arises from the vulnerability it poses. We often romanticize the idea of the future. We can't wait to leave behind the place that we call home or the people we grew up with. But by doing that, we ignore the gift that is the present and the value every moment places on our identity. I too have fallen prey to this idealization of tomorrow, but I try to remain grounded. If asked the seemingly uncomplicated question of what I aspire my future to look like, a few years back, my answer would have consisted of superfluous redundancies describing an affluent lawyer or business executive. But as my vision widens to the crude realities of our country's state, unequal distribution of global resources, and draining life of our planet, the rose-tinted bubble I aspired to grow into has burst. For the better, I aspire to induce change and be the person whose subsequent generations strive to follow with eagerness. Thus, to do this, I must live every day with a purpose, as if there is no tomorrow. I hope this is a path you, my fellow classmates, pursue as well. Today, we celebrate our achievements from the last 4 years. But before I continue the motivational cliches and tropes, I want to take a few moments to focus on what we need to achieve in the next 11. That's how long climate scientists have given us, 11 years to avoid catastrophic climate change. It's already damaging our homes, our health, our safety, and our happiness. We won't let it take our futures too. Our diplomas may say class of 2019, but marked in history, we are the class of zero. Zero emissions, zero excuses, zero time to waste. Across the country, our class stands 5.6 million strong. And in unity, we're giving 2020 political candidates a choice. Have a plan to get to zero emissions or get zero of our boats. Together, we have the power to solve the climate crisis. Every student, every parent, every teacher, every leader, the future is in our hands. They may call us Generation Z, but we refuse to be the last. Take this world by storm with unapologetic pride, graduates. We are at a point in our lives where there is still so much to learn. Make mistakes, try new things, but change the world along your way. Your time is limited, make it count. Take the opportunities that come your way without abashment or fear. Find your happiness. Happiness is such a perceptual emotion in the existence of numerous chemical combinations in the brain. Perhaps happiness is merely a definitional approach to a perfectly balanced reaction of environmental factors. Perhaps happiness is a figment of imagination that is inadvertently clouded by grief of a foreboding fall of the Earth's existence, or mortality. Nonetheless, I encourage you all to find this fictitious concoct of chemical reactions and with that become a fulfilled person. I encourage you all to take this newfound freedom graduating has bestowed upon you and use it to find your purpose. Follow your passions and do not allow yourself to be hindered by what may seem an inescapable roadblock. Once again, congratulations, Hillcrest, and remember, once a Panther, always a Panther. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce the person who will graduate as your valedictorian. He will be attending the University of Texas this fall, where he will be planning on studying neuroscience before attending medical school. While at Hillcrest, he was also a member of our Academy of Engineering. He is best known by his peers for being driven, extremely smart, but also very relaxed. Please welcome your class of 2019 valedictorian, Arham Ali.
Good afternoon, parents, faculty, teachers, and fellow class of 2019. It's easy to forget that just a few weeks ago, we were all freaking out over the events leading up to this day. Whether it be AP exams, final grades, or our own attendance, there was this constant stress and worry over the very real possibility that we wouldn't make it to graduation. Despite all that worrying, however, our efforts paid off, and as a result, here we are today. Now, the only thing standing between you guys and your diplomas is me and this speech. I think there's an important lesson to be learned in times like these. It's that no matter how difficult things may seem in the present, life goes on, and our worries and concerns start to fade and become distant memories. Very quickly, new worries take their place, and instead of remembering the times we spent losing sleep over stuff in the past, our focus is now shifted towards these new obstacles. And if you think about it, it has always been like this. When we were babies, it was the small stuff, like needing our diaper changed or having our pacifier taken away from us. It was these tiny, insignificant things that would make us break into fits of crying and wailing that drove our parents mad and kept them awake all night. In elementary school, it was about crayons, Pokemon cards, and whose turn it was on the swing set. And in middle school and high school, it became more and more about juggling homework assignments, projects, tests, while also finding time for friends, Netflix shows, and video games. The cycle keeps repeating and refreshing itself and does so to this day. I think it goes without saying that every one of us here today has already found new things to worry about after our time in high school, like trying not to fall on stage when getting your diploma today. I say that, but I really just mean Ruben. And tomorrow, most of us will start worrying about what lies ahead. 18 years have gone and went for us, and the future after getting our diploma is our first proper steps into adulthood. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited. It won't be too long before we're going to do fun adult stuff like pay bills and work full time. In all seriousness, though, the point I'm trying to make is that even after high school, and college for that matter, there are still plenty of things for us to learn. Plenty more things to lose sleep over, and plenty more graduations from the school that we call life. And despite all that, I want to remind you that just like today and every other day that came before, it's going to come and go. But what will remain is a person that has grown with time from their surroundings and has continued to learn from their mistakes. I also want to urge you all to take good care of the things that will stay with you as you continue to move far beyond high school. Take excellent care of yourself and your relationships with your family and close friends, because not a single one of you knows which conversation with them will be the last. And regarding your friends, seek out the ones that were there for you when it was easy and also when it was difficult, and keep in touch with them as best as you can throughout college and beyond. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone who has helped me throughout these years. First and foremost, my parents. I can't imagine how little I would have accomplished if I had never taken any of their advice. And I can't imagine how much more I would have accomplished if I had listened to all their advice. I would also like to thank my siblings, especially my older sister Noor, for always looking out for me. Thank you to my counselors, Ms. Martinez, Ms. Tolles, and Mr. Shipley for all the great help and advice they gave me throughout high school. Also, thank you to my teachers for putting up with me in class. Thank you to the faculty and custodians that have maintained this school throughout the years, and thank you to Principal Sotelo for coming in and doing a wonderful job at keeping the school running throughout the new changes. Can we have a round of applause for everybody? Also, quick shout out to some of my friends. Dennis, Ernesto, Tadillo, Isaac, Max, Chris Albaran, Javier, Brandon, Ralph, Johannes, Jake, Elias, and Emmanuel. Thank you for everything and have a great rest of your lives, guys.
Now please enjoy a performance by our Panther Band and our senior band members' last performance with their bandmates, Moscow 1941. Thank you to our Hillcrest Band, Band Director Brian Smith, Assistant Band Director Dr. Juan, And congratulations to our senior band members. You may now join your class. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Dustin Marshall, Dallas ISD Trustee for District 2. Mr. Marshall is CEO of Hazel's Hot Shop, an expedited freight and logistics company headquartered in Dallas. Mr. Marshall has a Bachelor of Science in Economics from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania and a Master's in Business Administration from the Kellogg School of Northwestern University. He resides in the Preston Hollow neighborhood of Dallas and is married to his lovely wife, Denise. Together they have 4 amazing children, Liliana, Jackson, Haley, and Madeline. Please welcome to the podium, Trustee Marshall.
Good afternoon, parents, staff, family members, friends, and the members of the Hillcrest Unstoppable Class of 2019. It's an honor to stand before you guys today as your Dallas ISD trustee. Today, together, we celebrate 12 years of hard work, determination, and perseverance. And in a minute, as you walk across this stage to receive your diploma, you say goodbye to childhood and hello to adulthood. And as you step into this next chapter, I want to encourage you to never shy away from the possibility of failure. History is filled with people who succeeded after bouncing back after getting knocked down. In fact, before becoming known as one of the greatest leaders of our nation, Abraham Lincoln started many failed businesses and went bankrupt twice. Number 23, Michael Jordan, believe it or not, was actually cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first TV job. J.K. Rowling was broke, depressed, and raising a child all on her own while writing the story that would eventually become Harry Potter and make her one of the richest women in the world. So as you go on to write and star in your own story, please remember on your darkest day that there is a new chapter just ahead of you. Do not quit. Do not give up. When in doubt, just take one small step forward. There will always be times when you aren't sure how to proceed. Just do something that moves you forward. Don't let fear stop you. No one is in charge of your happiness but you. It's not your mom's or dad's responsibility to make you happy. When in doubt, look in the mirror. That's the person who's responsible for your life. So no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, and show up. You can't get the job, the opportunity, or the chance if you don't show up. And as C.S. Lewis once said, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. I'm remarkably proud of your accomplishments, and I believe that there is greatness in every single one of you. Live the life you want to live and enjoy the journey along the way. Congratulations, Hillcrest Class of 2019.
All right, Class 2019, let's do some recognition before we get this award ceremony started. I would like to recognize all the graduates who have been awarded scholarships. If you've been awarded a scholarship, please stand. Thank you. If you've earned college credit by AP exams or dual credit classes, please stand. Some of these students have earned 15 or more college credit that has earned them a semester of college, so thank you. Please be seated. I would like to recognize any graduates who have enlisted or plan to enlist in one of the branches of the military. If you have enlisted to serve, please stand at this time. We are grateful for your willingness to serve our country. Thank you. Please be seated. Let's go a little further. Please stand if you played in any sport for Hillcrest High School. Thank you. Fine arts, choir, band, please stand. Dance, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. Quite an accomplished group, so thank you, Class of 2019. All right, let's get the party started. What do you say? All right. As principal of Hillcrest High School, I hereby affirm that each candidate has met all requirements for graduation as determined by the state of Texas and Dallas Independent School District, and they are qualified to participate in this graduation ceremony consistent with the laws of the state of Texas and the Dallas Independent School District. Can I have Ms. Healy and Trustee Marshall please join me at the podium?
Good evening. As Deputy Chief in the Dallas Independent School District, I am pleased to confirm the certification of the 2019 graduating class of Hillcrest High School.
And finally, my name is Dustin Marshall, and I represent District 2 on the Board of Trustees for the Dallas Independent School District, and I am pleased to award these diplomas, certifying that these students are now graduates of the Dallas Independent School District.
Seniors, please prepare to graduate. Come forward till you receive your diplomas.
Aram Mahmoud Ali. Janet Guadalupe Mendoza. Adriana Aviles.
Great speech.
Precious Onyebuchi Lawson. Yvette Catalan Barrios.
Congratulations.
Jake Henry Perkle.
Congratulations.
Jose Manuel Diaz.
Congratulations.
Johannes Malaku. Marisa Isabel Galicia. Giselle Alondra Flores. Toil Obasi Acker. Gustavo Acosta Velasquez.
I know her.
Alondra Michelle Acuna. Jasmine Aguilar.
Congratulations.
Avi Araya Ahmed.
I got it.
Naris Al Jaifri.
I got it.
Surah Needham Fatah Al Kufi. Zara Needham Fatah Al Kufi. Christopher Alberon. Elizabeth Almason. Paulina Alvarado Sanchez. Carlos Alexis Alvarez Flores. Karen Isabella Alvarez. David Rafael Amaya Renderos. Edgar Orlando Ariano Ramirez. Julissa Arena. Alma Adriana Arveo. Jamie Arbero. Catherine Elizabeth Ariola. Johnny Arriaga. Samuel Josiah Asari. Adriana Lisbeth Atonel Lopez. Kevin Avia. Lauren Marissa Ayala. Jair Yvonne Balderas. Andrea Barahona. Adeline Elizabeth Berry. Christian Elijah Bonebreak. Anderson Eduardo Brizuela Castro. Jeremiah Liddell Brown. Jordan Messiah Christopher Burke. Brian Ortiz Casari. Cecilia Guadalupe Calixto. Cedric Fernando Camarena. Andrew Camille. Sayeli Alexa Cano. Saide Cantu. Conte. Jose Jesus Cordoso Morales. Victor Alexander Carrion Perdoza. Axel Jair Castillo Cruz. Alexander Castillo Salgado. Francisco Fernando Castillo Valero. Leslie Veronica Castillo. Amanda Catalan. Osvaldo Catalan. Ray Catalan. Claudia Darlene Caldeon. DeMarcus Traynor Chase. Tanasia Renee Cole. Ruben Isaias Contreras. Kayla Elizabeth Corpus. Victor Manuel Covarrubias. Jorge Orlando Completo. Maria del Carmen de la Rosa. Brendan Alejandro Delgado. Jessica de Lima. Tadio Damisi. Edgar Diaz Rayo. Montserrat Diaz. Edgar Duque. Brianna Earl. Alexis Allen Enriquez Escarzaga. Maria Guadalupe Ariza. Ana Maria Escareno. Jamie Escobar. Andrea Lorenza Estevane. Christian Xavier Zilla Evans. Mylasia Quine Evans. Nishi Grace Everest. Jahanze Fassel. Claudia Valentina Ferrer.
Congratulations.
Rina Marcela Figueroa. Joe Anthony Franco Lopez. Tyler Jamal Franks. Stephanie Gabino. Desiree Lachey Galloway. Alma Blanca Garcia Hernandez. Alejandro Garcia. Cindy Samantha Garcia. Kayla Rodriguez Garcia. Marco Antonio Garcia.
Congratulations.
Michael Edward Garcia Jr. Lily Ann Gibbons. Cassandra Lisbeth Gonzalez. Nayeli Gonzalez. Faith Nicole Grant. Natalie Nicole Grimes. Elizabeth Renee Harper. Michael Leslie Harris. Jordy Edison Hawkswell. Guillermo Ali Hernandez Badillo. John Carlos Hernandez Velasquez. Ángel Ariel Hernandez. Ingrid Estefania Hernandez. Steven Hernandez. Zaira Hernandez. Kire Holden. Emily Rose Holder. Grayson Landry Hughes. Oscar Felipe Jaramillo. Danis Tamar Jenkins. Sanai Jimenez. Austin Isaiah Johnson. Emily Nicole Jordan. Carly Nicole Kahn.
Esther Kennedy. Pedro Colteniuk Reyes. Amy Lagos. Robert Oscar Larumbe. Héctor Armando Lazo. Alejandro Fernando Leal. Tatiana Elena Lefeld. Víctor Leonel Liscano. Andrés López González. Julia Sofía López Moya. Jennifer López. Victoria Berén Lorena López. Richard López. Rubén López. Sandra López. V. Tang Mai. Dennis Joel Maldonado. Ashley Madison Marroquín. Juliana Mares Solano. Ana Karen Martínez Soria. Dulce Lesbeth Martínez. Erendina Martínez. Jacqueline Martínez. José Christian Martínez. Litzy Saraí Martínez. Víctor Hugo Martínez. Lala Rafael Macaulay. Leslie Noemí Mejía Jurado. Cintia Mejía. Yafet Mekbeb. Surafel Metaferia. Arturo Millán. Victoria Millán. Kieran Tyre Minor. Jasmine Mahoney. Armando Monsalve. Gustavo Rogelio Montano Garza. Juan Humberto Morales. Lauren Lisbeth Morel. Edith Coral Moreno. Isaac Morfin. Orly Michael Moyal. Brandon Alexis Muñiz. Rafael Nájera. Tomás Nájera. Inocencio Narváez. Chelsea Karemi Nava. Elías Yegachu Negatu. Uriel Nogués. Santiago Ochoa. Obasesam Ocoa. Brian Christian Orozco. Litzy Ortiz. Christopher Alfonso Paniagua. Virginia Araceli Pastora Gómez. Deontay Germond Patterson. Ashley Perete. Jaxiel Pérez Marcano. Eduardo Pineda. José Mauricio Puente. Nicholas Craig Pulley. María Paulina Quevedo. Héctor Francisco Ramírez Orellana. Jacqueline Rocío Ramos Méndez. Rogelio Rangel. Sebastián Rascón. Abigail Reyes. Ara Michelle Reyes. Luis Ángel Reyes. José Reina. Jesús Rafael Rivera. Giovanni Rivera. Brenda Rodríguez. Lisbeth Saraí Rodríguez. María Stephanie Rojas. Fabiola Marie Román. Kevin Antonio Romero Aparicio. Litzy Ixel Romero. Mark Anthony Ruiz. Naya Cherie Saber. April Salazar. Julio César Salgado. Giselle Alejandra Sánchez. Ernesto Sandoval. Lisette Casarrubias Santana. Alan Sariñana. Joseph Ronald Schmidt. Jennifer Secundino Jaimes. Alyssa Michelle Segura. Ana Silva. Gabrielle Sanchez. Damian Alexander Sly. Jaciel Solorzano Esparza. Andrés Tamayo Sánchez. Osmara Michelle Tamayo. José Luis Trejo. Xavier Sebastian Underwood. Alondra Abigail Valdés. Nimsi Clarissa Valdés. Hannah Grace Van Kirk. Alberto Velázquez. Casey Allen Velázquez. Jesús Alberto Vences Rojo. Jorge Ángel Vera. Eric Villalobos. Delorvia Lenise Wilson. Elizabeth McKenna Wilson. Leesa Brianna Wood. Sadie Mystical Zamarrón. Elizabeth Zaliki. Danica Yatsiri Sendeja Sánchez. Raquel Cepeda Mondragón. Brenda Zúñiga.
Congratulations, Hillcrest High School graduating class of 2019. Will everyone please stand and join the class of 2019 for our alma mater? Friends, family, and community members, thank you all for attending tonight's graduation ceremony. You may meet your graduates outside of the West Lobby following the recessional. And now to our senior class, the moment you have worked for and look forward to. Please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap to signify graduation. Congratulations.